somebody did something bad to you, did you still remember? Is this still in your memory? Now you have forgiven the person. Did you still remember? Offensive, invasive, vague, whatever. Toxic moment, traumatized. Did you still remember? This is what we're going to be discussing in this video today. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther. For those of you that just tuning in, perhaps you just see this content or you just see this face, I talk about relationship on my channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking something different. This topic I'm about to share right now is basically from every one of us, every individuals. This is not direct to people in talking about relationship, as well as I am that is talking right now is for every one of us. We're talking about forgiveness. Okay, when someone did something very horrible, very terrified to you, very traumatic moment, very painful act, when somebody did it to you and you say, in my life, I will never forgive this person. No, we have to forgive one another in as much as God forgave us. And that is why he sent Jesus to come and die for us. The Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And that is why he sent Jesus to come and die for us. We need to forgive one another, irrespective of the challenges and the circumstances, irrespective of how humiliation or how it hurt us. Because in the book of John 3:16, you remember, for God so loved the world. That portion of the Bible that every one of us is familiar with. We need to forgive one another. You know, sometimes we say, I will never forgive this person. No. When you sit down in your quiet time, just say, oh, let me forgive him. Let me forgive her. Even if the person did not come to apologize, you need to forgive the person, especially if the person come to apologize that he's remorse. When he's remorseful, you have to forgive the person. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Now, the reason why I want to dive into this message, the reason of this episode is a school of thought, is saying that a lot of persons, a lot of people say that forgive and forget. I don't believe in that school of thoughts, okay? That is not possible for you to forgive and forget. Because why? We are human. Anything you do in your life, anything we did or we do on earth, is in our memory. As far as we think, we have this mentality, we have this faculty, this psychological of thinking, we have this mindset, we still remember. Now, you remembering it doesn't mean that you are counting it against the person. It doesn't mean that you are holding it against the person, because why? You have given room for reconciliation. Now, there's a room for reconciliation. Why I'm shooting this video is because of a lot of persons say forgive and forget. It's not easy. Not that it's not easy to forgive. You can forgive, but you can never forget. That is a fact. Anybody that tells you forgive and forget, that is a lie. Because why? He's just deceiving himself. You can forgive, you can't forget, because it's in your memory. Now, the fact that you remember once in a while doesn't mean that you are counting it against the person. It doesn't mean that you are holding it against the person. You will never forget. That is not possible. Now, just let me give you an example of what I'm trying to dive into, okay? Let's assume when somebody, you have been looking for this thing to do, maybe opportunity, influences, or businesses, whatever, traveling, money, you want to set up something, and you don't have idea, you don't have money, you don't have the financial capacity, you don't have idea of that particular project. Are you getting what I'm saying? And somebody come to help you, to better you up, to give you the direction, to give you the light, to give you the system to, those things can be functioned. Okay? Are you going to forget such person? Let's be realistic to ourselves. Are you going to forget it? You will never forget it, because why? It's in your memory. It's only the people or the person that are so ungrateful, or the person that doesn't have conscience. It's only them that can easily forget such a huge, tangible task that somebody pays in your life. You will never forget. Except if you are not human. Except if you are very mean. and wicked. That is the only way you can forget such a thing, a huge amount of tasks, that such an advancement that somebody came to, help you out. The same thing applicable when somebody did bad thing to you. The fact that you forgive the person doesn't mean that you will not remember. Again, in future purposes. In future purposes doesn't mean that you're not going to remember. But now the fact that you remember it doesn't mean that you are holding it against the person. Because you are human, because you think. That is the reason why you remember it. Now, why do we need to forgive person? We need to forgive the person because you are not forgiving the person because of yourself. Sorry, you are not forgiving the person because of the person. Because the person come to, apologize. No, that is not only the primary reason why you forgive the person. You forgive the person because of yourself. Yes, you want to be saved because God forgive us. That is number one. And number two is because of your advancement. For you to meet up to your potential in the nearest future. Forgiveness give room for an advancement. Forgiveness give room for growth. Forgiveness is a key for you to meet to your potential in the nearest future. For you to move forward, for you to excel, for you to get to that destination you want to be. When you forgive somebody, it's an edge for success. It's an edge for you to your advancement, for you to move forward, for you to excel, for you to move to for your potential to be perfected in the nearest future. It's a key for you to excel. That's what forgiveness does to you. Okay. You are not forgiving the person just for only the person. I know, I quite understand, I quite recognize that forgiveness is not really easy, especially if the thing really hurt you. But you need to forgive. That is a fact. That is the philosopher or the psychological fact of it. You need to forgive the person, irrespective of how much it hurt us. Okay? Now, when you forgive, did you forget? You never forget because it's in your memory. Are you going to say? Now, it is very important, it is very imperative, it is very necessary for we to forgive one another, irrespective of how much that thing hurt us. Because God forgive us, and because we want to excel in life, and because we want to advance in our lives, okay? Another thing that forgiveness does to us is that it calms us down. It calms our mind. It brings calmness to us. It brings wholeness to us. Because when somebody did something bad to you, when you see the person, sometimes you just, that thing just trigger your emotion. You just react somehow. You just like feel bitter, sober at that particular time. Are you getting it? So when you forgive, calmness and wholeness comes in. Are you getting what I'm saying? It brings calmness to you. Okay? Now you forgive the person because you want to excel, you want to advance in life, and because Christ, God, forgive us. And that is why He sent Jesus to come and die for us. I hope most of us are familiar with the book of John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish but have everlasting life. We need to forgive, either in marriage, in relationship. Maybe somebody have humiliated you in terms of relationship, whatever, you need to forgive. Even if it is in business, maybe somebody, you and he or her started a business, collaboration, partnership, merged together in terms of business. Both of you invested money on that project, time, effort, commitment, and consistency on that particular project, business. And the person cheated you, humiliated you in terms of finance and everything. You still need to forgive the person, especially if the person came for forgiveness, as in if the person come for reconciliation, or if he or she come to you to apologize. If he or she is remorseful about it, you need to forgive the person because you want to excel, you want to move forward. Now, if you forgive the person, another point I want to dive in, the reason of this episode is that if you forgive the person and you have reconciled, are you going to be together in that business again? Or are you going to be with that person in that relationship or marriage? It's up to you. This is a personal decision. If you say, no, I've forgiven you, I am not counting it against you, there's a room for reconciliation, but we are not going to continue this business anymore. I'm not going to invest in this business with you anymore. That is a personal decision. That is, everybody is entitled to his or her opinion. That is your personal decision. And you know the reason why don't want to continue that business investment with him again. Are you getting me? The same thing applicable to relationship or marriages, especially not marriage, let me say relationship. If you say, oh, now we have not even gotten marriage, and you humiliate me in this manner, though I've forgiven you, we have reconciled, but relationship is not going to be together again. We're not going to be together. You have a reason. Perhaps you are afraid that when you be with this person again, are you so 100% sure he's not going to repeat himself? He's not going to repeat this thing that he did to you, this offenses of whatever that he did to you. That is your fear. That is your anxiety. That is why you say, no, I've forgiven you, I've forgiven you, but I am not going to be with you in this relationship again or in this business again. That is up to the person. No human being should be judgmental about this. He is entitled or is entitled to his or her opinion. She knows the reason why. He knows the reason why he don't want to be with the person again. Perhaps he don't have the mind to be broken again. He don't want the man or the woman to break his heart again about that particular business or relationship. That is why he said, no, I've forgiven you, but we cannot continue anymore. Okay? Now, forgiveness is very important because Christ forgiven us. Because, sorry, God forgiven us, and that is why He sent Jesus to come and die for us. Now, it is very imperative, it is very necessary, it is very important to forgive. Now, hear me again, it is not um I don't believe in that school of thought that you're going to forget. You will never forget. It's only when you are dead. You have leave your body. You are in the spiritual realms. That is the only way I will feel that you cannot remember when you have given us the ghost because you are in the spirit. But as far as earthly activities is concerned, and you are still in this world, you are human being, water and blood is flowing, water and blood is flowing in your body. You think, you remember, you have a memory, you have a mentality, psychologically, emotionally, you're gonna be still be remember. And remembering it doesn't mean that you are holding it against the person. Does that make sense to you? Yes. Forgiveness is a key. Forgiveness is very important. Yes, I've come to the end of today's segment. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Esther. I love you guys. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Like this video and share. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I love you and bye for now.